有这样一群人，他们既不匍匐在大地上，也从不仰望星空。他们在大自然中挥动自由的翅膀，轻快地托举生命之举。他们是这个星球最优秀的极限运动员。他们来到中国，在这个充满神秘和绝美之地的东方国度，完成8项不可思议的极限挑战，追求人类与自然的极限融合，用勇气克服恐惧困难。
过去就是越南，有很多的一些越南的士兵都会阻止他们。
利用自然条件，找到最适合的线路，完成挑战。
My name is Dane, and this year I won my 3rd World Championships. I've done a few waterfalls over the 30-meter mark, and I was the first person to run a waterfall over 40 meters back in 2014 in Mexico, and the 3rd person to run another very large waterfall around 40 meters, which was Rainbow Falls in Hawaii. When I was 14, I had a bad experience with a waterfall. I actually got held at the bottom of the waterfall and nearly drowned. There was a lot more water and a much more dangerous situation than the Dane waterfalls there.
"本节目由奥迪 Q8 首席冠名播出。
China's Dane waterfall has always been a place that I've always wanted to go. The Dane waterfall is located in Guangxi, China. It is a typical karst landscape, which creates unique waterfalls, amazing mountains, and very strange sceneries. The most challenging part of the Dane waterfall is not about the amount of water, but because it is a sequence of several waterfalls, and there are a lot of places that you do not want to go because there are rocks everywhere. So how do we run these 3 waterfalls back to back safely with no problems? Well, this is the new problem that I'm gonna face. Besides, they also told me that I can't enter Vietnam territory during my whole challenge. So my first thoughts when seeing this waterfall is that it's just as pretty as I imagine in person. And it's always exciting when you show up to a waterfall that you've seen a lot of photos of and actually see a part of the waterfall that's possible to run in a kayak.
We'd love to get our boats out and check out kind of what's behind the tank there. Paddle up to in between those 2 falls there and kind of just paddle behind them and see what's back there.
Yeah. So basically from below, everything we've seen, the waterfall looks really good. But now the next step is to check the waterfalls above the big one. So what we're going to do is that we're actually going to swim over and look at the entrance section and make sure that that first waterfall is good to go. We have measured that waterfall from looking at it and from what we are used to seeing, and the bottom drop is around the same height of about 5 or 6 floors. So we need to be more careful in deciding our kayaking line to make sure it's safe. So plan, maybe the first time we do the bottom waterfall, we row and go around the first one, jump it, and then just do the last one.
The other thing too, I just would hate to like get hurt or break a paddle up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and
that's
then,
the like classic, potentially like on your head and break a paddle kind of waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw and go sounds more fun. And you can do gaming. Maybe do the drop, or if the light seems good, go do the warm-up waterfalls.
Yeah, go maybe check out the warm-up waterfalls and then make a plan.
Good. Sweet.
Cheers. Nice.
Not bad, Howdy.
Check this place out. We decided to go to the Waterfalls of Love to go kind of warm up, get in our boats, kind of just like feel how the boats slide over some of the rock formations in this area. We also found this amazing waterfall at the top, which was really cool. We were both really excited to do, but it was still pretty big and challenging.
Well, we can't see the first one yet, but the good news is there's two more that look good. Not very big, but a great way to get in our boat.
It looks like there's enough water up top here, but we can't quite see it with the jungle, so we're going to try and hike farther upstream. Go check it out.
This is awesome. Hopefully the trail to the top of the waterfall is better than the bridge. Stay middle and just find the runway, and you just ride it out with your paddles out, not even like trying to take a stroke. Definitely a hypey entrance and a very narrow line, but the drop still looks so stiff. What's up? You good?
Dane unfortunately hurt his arm a little bit on that waterfall, but after that Dane's arm was a little bit sore, so for the next he took a bit of a rest and was really just trying to see if his arm was going to get better or if it was going to kind of stop the rest of his trip, which neither one of us wanted.
How's it doing? See you in a minute. I mean, tomorrow I don't want to do any waterfalls.
But I don't think it was the cockpit rim that hurt your arm.
I think my mouth stayed up and then I hit the cockpit rim. That's why my right arm's so messed up in the path. That first shot's pretty big.
Yeah, I know for sure. It's legit.
Because it's like, if the boat goes like that, and then it jams you.
Yeah, sweet.
But yeah, that's why I wanted to start throwing my paddles, because that was the issue.
Should we go kayaking today? Dude, I'm stoked. Let's go hit the river. How's your arm doing?
It feels a lot better than yesterday. I'll probably give it one more day. Because it sucked to hurt it more again.
Okay. You're going to leave your shoulder a little bit. Okay. Well, I'll go paddle below this morning then. You can stay up top. I'll scout it out. I'll walk up, and then you'll just see me go off the waterfall, I guess.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, buddy.
Then I'll do it tomorrow. Same thing.
Sick. I've got everything I could possibly need. GoPro in my pocket. Let's rock.
Nick will run the waterfall first today, and there will be 3 Chinese kayakers to help us if something goes wrong.
之前呢有看我对皮划艇的一些比赛啊等等，我觉得还挺刺激的。所以这次来呢，也想好好的深入了解一下，到底这项运动它魅力在什么地方。
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi.
I'm Dane. Nice to meet you. We'll have both of you in your kayaks down here. I think both of you right here is okay. And then, yeah, Nick will stay on this side of the waterfall. If not, I will go behind.
Okay.
So that way there's no swimming.
Okay.
So is everybody ready to start?
Let's rock.
Nick and I have known each other for a very, very long time. Over the years, we have a lot of confidence in each other. We know each person is looking for safety or what they're comfortable running in terms of waterfalls. So to be able to come with Nick to a place like the Dane waterfall to get to experience it for the first time, it doesn't get much better as a team. Today it was actually a little bit lower than when we first started looking at the waterfall. They don't have very much water. When you're going over the waterfall, sometimes you get a little slowed down by the rocks, which can do some weird things to your kayak as you're falling.
So we've noticed that the rocks below are just too dangerous. So I'm gonna have to change up the plan and just jump around it.
Nick did not run the waterfall. Anytime you're dealing with waterfalls that have never been done before, there are a lot of question marks and things you have to be careful of. The second one, when you land, you're kind of on your own in a big pool with not a lot of places to get help.
Yeah, I'm going to just show you right here kind of some of the things that I learned from the waterfall and maybe give you some advice for tomorrow. Here, it's a pretty blind horizon line right before the main drop, and then obviously the main drop, the bottom drop, being the biggest challenge.
So yeah, I think my plan for the drops tomorrow, obviously, maybe I'll try running the upper drop, not the first one, but the second big one that you jumped off of. Maybe I'll go try that one. And there was that line that we saw the first day that looked like a lot of fun.
Sounds great, and I'll come help be safety for you, and stoked to be there for you, bud.
Thanks, bud.
Cheers.
我们去的路上呢，稍微能放松一下啊，我就放个音乐给大家听听。Let's play music.
Oh,
yeah, here we go.
So nice car.
Yeah.
本节目由奥迪 Q8 首席冠名播出。
It happened. Oh. Left you hanging.
Yeah, maybe a good
We'll see you down there. See you down there. See you there.
I'm excited. I've wanted to do this waterfall for many years, so it's going to be good. I think it's going to be as good as I could hope. I think my arm's going to be great. Feels good. Glad I took a few days off. Now I'm rested, ready to go.
I think Dane was maybe just a little bit nervous before the challenge, that he was a little bit injured with his arm. When you come back from your injury, you always have these kind of demons in your mind, make you more nervous or more scared to re-injure yourself in the future. The waterfall was a little bit more challenging. The levels had dropped overnight, so the water was a little bit lower. And we also decided to try the second waterfall as well to make it a little bit more challenging.
First day, Nick did not run the waterfall. But when we both went and looked at it today, when I got to do it, we realized that that line actually looked better than we expected, and so I got to run that waterfall. The biggest challenges of this whole section of waterfalls, there's about 3 drops, and the challenging part is that, the biggest challenge I would say is that because they don't have very much water, these rocks are very grippy, the different style rock, the drops are still a pretty good size, and with such little water, I was definitely a little nervous, especially with my arm having hurt a little bit.
今天的水量嘛，是跟前几天的水量不一样，所以地形会有很多的石头会去露出来，露出来之后，它要换一些路线。就对面是过去就是越南嘛，有很多的一些越南的士兵都会阻止他们，说不要过来，不要过来，是让他们快点跳，快点跳，快点跳。
When I did get out in the middle of the river, I wasn't on the Vietnam side. I was in the middle of the river, but out of my kayak. The police on the Vietnam side, they just started taking photos, and they actually started asking me to get out. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I'm stoked. It's super fun. Happy it went well. Hiking for me is everything because it's the sport I do. It's how I make a living. And very often when people think of kayakers running waterfalls, they think we are either stupid or that's something that should never be done. So for me, the big step in knowing that people are starting to understand that we are professional. China's waterfalls are all beautiful. There's no other place in the world like this. So for me today was getting to run these waterfalls and knowing that we could enjoy it. I think extreme sports, again, just allows us to go places that you might not have been able to experience. It allows us to see some incredible places in the world, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it. Arm doesn't hurt, that feels good. Woo! People are starting to understand that we are professionals and we know what we're doing and we know how to be safe and we're able to work around with everyone to be able to do things like this. And I just hope this opens up more opportunities for more waterfalls in the future.
It is said that the next challenger who is invited to challenge will go to a place where there is no water. No water? Then I won't be there.
One, two, three. How was that? Good. Good. Perfect.